Today we have an interesting session. This session is based on interviews of accounting student, and there are abundance of students those who want to go in account field and they become CA. They go in accounting jobs. Today we have a very intelligent candidate. And me, my team is ready. So Angel, are you ready to face having this interview?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So are you comfortable, dear?
Yes, sir.
So first of all, we want to know about you. Give your introduction, please.
I am Kunal Sachdeva. I belong to Sri Ganganagar, Rajasthan, which is also known as the food basket of India. It is known that the first kinnu in India was found in Sri Ganganagar.
Nice.
And second thing, I have done my schooling from Good Shepherd Public School. It is affiliated with CBSE.
We want you to speak little loud.
And all over my school life, I have scored more than 90%, and I have completed my 11th and 12th from commerce field.
Okay, that's nice. You are a very excellent scorer. That's nice. So why you choose CA as your field?
So right when I was in 11th standard, I had keen interest in accountancy and mathematics, and moreover, it has a reputation in the society.
Okay.
So that's why I opted for CA field.
Okay, that's nice. So what about your family members?
Sir, I live in a short family. It includes my father, mother, and one sister.
Okay.
My father has a business, and my mother is a government teacher.
Okay. What is the importance of PL and account?
The P&L account shows the profit and loss account. It shows us about the incomes and expenses of the business. It also helps us in calculating the tax which we have to pay to the government.
Okay. What is the difference between accountancy and accounting?
Sir, account is a statement. It has two sides, debit and credit.
Yes.
Accountancy is the study of accounts. And sir, what was the third thing?
Accountancy.
Yes, sir. Accountancy is
And
the
accounting.
accounting. Accounting is a process
It's a process.
in which we record the transaction.
Very wonderful.
So what's your strengths?
The strengths are that I'm a very hardworking and honest person.
Can you prove it?
Yes, why can't I prove it? Right from my 10th standard, I scored 10 CGPA, and for that I worked really hard. And in my 12th standard, I scored 92% in commerce.
Okay. Which shows that you are a very hardworking, keen, interested person. That's nice. So what do you think about accounting, account subject? Like, do you prefer it from the very early childhood, or you later on came to know the importance of accounting?
Sir, when I was in 11th standard, that was the first time I had to face accountancy. But I had keen interest in mathematics and business related subjects. So that's why I opted for commerce. And when I read accountancy, I enjoyed it, and that's why I opted for this field.
What is the difference between cash flow and fund flow?
The cash flow shows us the difference between cash at opening statement
Okay.
and in closing statement, whereas the fund flow shows us the incomes and not incomes and expenses, from where the funds were occurred and from where they are applied.
I agree with you. See, we are making a balance sheet at the last of the year. What are the major benefits of making the balance sheet?
The most important benefit of balance sheet is that it shows us the position on a single day. That is, for the shareholders, they can know where the company is standing on a given day.
Okay.
Mostly it is 31st of March
Okay.
of any year. And it shows the assets and liabilities of the company.
Okay. What is the difference between a CA and CS in job profiles?
CA, that is a chartered accountant, has various roles in a business. That includes accountancy, taxation.
Okay, little louder, please.
But the main work which a CA does is of auditing.
Okay.
That is, it is an independent function of a chartered accountant.
Okay.
Whereas the CS has moreover a secretarial work. That is, it is related to laws and legal regulations.
Okay. So you prefer to be a CA or CS?
I prefer to be a CA.
And later on CS also, or you want to remain as a successful CA only?
So I will restrict myself to CA, and I haven't thought of.
Okay, after becoming a CA, you want to go in jobs, or you want to have your own service to the
Firstly,
society?
for the first 4 or 5 years, I would like to do a job in any reputed firm.
Okay.
Then, as the scenario will allow me, according to the market, I will think that I want to go in practice or not.
Wonderful. You must be known to share market because you are account person, right? What is the difference between bulls and bear?
So, sir, I don't know.
Okay, when the market is upside, it is called bullish. Have you heard? No? Okay. See, have you heard the word what is demat account?
Yes, sir.
Elaborate.
Demat account or dematerialized account is an account which we have to open with our bank.
Okay.
It is used for trading in shares. As you know that shares are stored in a demat account in a dematerialized form. For that we have to open demat account and we can do transaction in shares accordingly.
What is the difference between dividend and debenture?
A debenture is a loan for the company we have to pay certain interest on debentures and its repayment is compulsory according to the law.
Okay.
And whereas a dividend is the amount of earning which we pay to the shareholders for the amount of their contribution in our capital.
Okay. And you must have heard the word SIP. Nowadays it's in a trend. Mostly people are going with SIPs and all these mutual funds.
Mutual funds.
Please tell it and elaborate it.
We know that mostly people invest in savings account,
Of course.
but what they don't know is that the inflation rate is more than the interest which
Interest
saving.
rate.
So which we can't see is our money is reducing, but we
Reducing,
think that
actually.
it is increasing.
Yes.
So SIPs or mutual funds are another scheme in which we invest our money and they offer a greater amount of interest, but they take amount of certain amount of time. So what mostly people do is they are in a hurry to earn money, so they ignore these things. But if we look at long-term effect, SIP and mutual funds offer great amount of interest and are of greater value.
Okay. Just now you named inflation word, right? Can you elaborate what is inflation?
Inflation is when in easy terms we can say that when everything becomes expensive, or we can say that the goods and services, the price of goods and services increases.
Okay. And have you heard the word deflation and disinflation?
No, sir.
Not at all. Disinflation is a type of drug. Like it's a drug to solve or to cure inflation. Not heard yet. How to control inflation? Can you tell me?
Sir, RBI launches schemes that include monetary and fiscal policies.
Fiscal policy is governed by government. And what are these policies? Will you elaborate? Explain.
Sir, I don't know about it properly.
See, monetary policy is being controlled in two manners. RBI, I agree with you, controls it. But monetary policy has two parts. One is contractionary policy, one is relaxation policy. When we are going with the contractionary policy, that controls the inflation. And when we are going with the expansion policy, that controls recession. So whenever there is contractionary policy, that time we are having inflation, and how to control it? It increases its interest rates. And definitely the money in the market would definitely get reduced and people would take less interest rates. And just the opposite, vice versa, it happens, and that is being controlled. Have you heard the word fiscal policy?
Yes.
Elaborate.
Sir, it is the opposite of monetary policy. Like in monetary policies, we adjust the interest rate so that money flow in the market improves.
Okay.
And in fiscal policy, it is the opposite of monetary policy. We don't change the interest rates. It has other methods, and like it is dearness.
I agree with you. Dearness महंगाई को ही बोलते हैं. See, the word government controls this particular fiscal policy. It increases its tax rates and reduces its own expenses. Understood? And this by they control this inflation. You have told that I have read sir accounts as well as management in your interview, right? What do you think about management? Who is the father of management?
Sir, I would say Philip Kotler is the father.
No, Philip Kotler is the father of modern marketing. But the father of management is Feo. And I believe, I'm not recalling a name of that thing. Okay, let it be. First, define me what is management.
Sir, in easy words, we can say management is managing of the business, and the most important aspect of is managing human.
Loudly. So, what do you think? Have you heard the principles of management? You must have
I
read.
read it in 11th standard.
So, what you read at that time?
Sir, there are various principles that modern marketing, or we can say management gurus have given. These principles help us to conduct management in an effective way so that our business flourishes.
What are those principles? Will you name?
Sir,
There are Taylor principles.
I
There
don't
are.
know all, but I can name some.
Please.
First, some are that we have to satisfy needs like self-motivational, societal needs, and some include
Esteem needs. Self-orientation. Hierarchical.
Yes,
Hierarchy.
and the most important is esprit de corps, which means
That is a fuels principle. 14th principle of fuels.
which means we instead of I.
Very good. Means team spirit ki bhavna. That's nice. And you must have known the word this management gurus. Will you name 2-3 gurus names?
Management gurus.
Okay, what is your favorite topic? Favorite subject क्या आपका?
Sir, accounts.
Accounts sir. ठीक है. मुझे ये बताइए that most of the companies are getting audited, especially with the CAs and all this. Still there are so many scams in our country. What is the reason? Are CAs responsible for this?
Sir, I can say that CAs are somewhat responsible with this, but
Okay.
not fully.
Okay.
Sir, our Institute of Chartered Accountants of India has issued certain standards on auditing, and a CA has to comply with those standards.
Okay.
Recently, you must have known that Satyam scam that came
Yes.
into notice, and 2 or 3 days back, SEBI has restricted PW to audit listed companies
Yes.
for 2 years.
Yes.
That was just because of the CAs of PwC that they manipulated the accounts and didn't tell that general shareholders about that fraud. That's why that 9,000 crore fraud happened.
See, there are abundant of candidates who are waiting outside. Why should we recruit only you for training? What is the reason?
Sir, although I can't compare myself with them or I can't tell anything about them to you yet, but I can say that I'll perform my work with full honesty and with dignity, and I'll prove that I'm an asset for your organization.
And suppose this time you don't get selected, then?
Sir, I will not lose faith. I'll try again and learn from this interview what were my weaknesses, and I'll improve them surely in the next.
Okay, after getting of training period, what is your next 5 year plan of life?
So first, after completing my training, I would like to complete my CA final exams.
Okay.
Then I would do with full honesty my job in this company only, because you have given me valuable training and I would like to be with you only.
Why you choose this particular company?
Because ma'am, your company has a brand image in the market, and I believe that brand always succeeds. We must be knowing the company Apple, and most people say that it doesn't have good mobile phones, but still many people run after it. It is only because of its brand image.
Yes.
And your firm is like that in our Indian market.
And do you think you are perfect for this job?
Yes, ma'am, I am absolutely perfect.
What are the other strengths?
My strengths are very hardworking and honest.
Okay, so what do you think about this?
So I would like to tell something for my viewers.
Yes.
This we have 3 books, one set of 3 books. First of 70 days of spoken for those students who really wants to improve their communication skill, improve their grammatical error and fluency in English. So I should tell them, please you should purchase this book. It's very beneficial and fruitful for all the students. And second book for those students who are preparing for exam and who really wants to be a crack interview and group discussion. So you should purchase second book, Universal Group and Crack the Interview book. So this book available 2 languages, Hindi and English also. And third book, we know very well, third book MR for MR students who really want to be a MR. So sir, please continue, sir.
So thank you students for listening this advertisement also. See, we are calling our candidates from outside also for a community of YouTube we have given also. You can read over there. That we are calling you for the next 7 days. If it is possible for you, you can visit here and get prepared from us every type of interview, whatever it is. We'll make you, we'll prune you and we'll make you the best personality in the next 7 days. Your food and accommodation facilities are from our side only. Just you have to visit here. If it is not possible for you to come to us, then you can have our books, that is Universal and Group Discussion. It is in Hindi as well as English. It would be very easy for you to understand. Then we have our book of speaking English, that is also mandatory for you. So let us come back and have our session continue. So what do you think? Would you like to work alone or in a team?
I would love to work in a team, but I can also work alone.
Okay. So suppose you have to work in a team and your seniors are not cooperating you in our organization. What do you do?
Firstly, I will try to show them my point of view. If they are okay with it, then obviously we will work as a team. But if they are not okay with it, then
They are not cooperating you then.
Then I will think from their point of view. They are more experienced, and I would like to know. And I will politely ask them that what is the problem with the current scenario, and we'll both cooperate as a team.
That's right. Suppose we recruit you after your C and all this, and within few years you will leave us then, or you will stay with us.
I'll stay with you.
How? How do you can say?
As I told you that
Okay.
you will provide me valuable training.
But somebody will give you abundant of money and salaries and all this, and then you will get enticed and leave us.
But no, sir, the training matters the most, and the 3 years which I will learn here will help your firm as well as me, because I will learn according to this firm's plans, and I'll grow more if I work with this firm.
Okay.
And what is the duties of CA?
The main duty that law has given to a chartered accountant is auditing the financial statements of any company or organization.
Okay.
Other than that, it can perform various functions, that is compliance, taxation, accounting, regulatory, etc.
That's nice. Can you tell me the tax slabs, every tax slabs?
So currently there are 3 tax slabs. Up to 3 lakh there is no tax, then up to 5 lakh 10%, 5 lakh to 10 lakh 20% and above 10 lakh 30%.
Okay. And what do you know about the word FDI, foreign direct investment?
FDI means foreign direct investment. In FDI, we allow the multinational companies of foreign countries to invest in our country and they can work according to their norms.
Okay.
Our government will not intervene in
Right. So you mean to say 100% we are giving them authority?
Sir, few days back we saw the news that 100% FDI is allowed in.
But it is only for the proper
sectors,
sectors, right? Not for
I
everything.
think 6 sectors of that. And in those 6 sectors, 100% FDI is allowed. That means government will not intervene in their funds.
So can you differentiate the word FDI and FII?
Sorry, sir, I
Haven't heard? Foreign institution investments, not heard. Okay, tell me the difference between IPO and FPO.
I know IPO, but not.
Okay, IPO you continue, then I'll tell you.
IPO or initial public offer is a offering in the market. It is done by public companies and it is the first time when which public raise funds from the market. We can say that IPO gives equity shares to the public, that is amount of contribution in the capital.
Okay. So you mean to say that FPO is what? Whatever the shares are already coming in the market and company is running, company still needs money, then they can't say the word IPO, they come with the new shares and that is to be known as further known public offer. Okay. Next come the word I want to know about you, that is LPG. Have you heard this word?
Yes, sir.
Please elaborate.
LPG, liberalization,
Privatization and globalization. So first explain with liberalization, globalization, whatever you want.
Liberalization, it was liberating the boundaries of the business so that business can flourish and there were lesser restrictions from the government.
Okay.
It was launched in 1991.
Okay. So what happened at that time? Who was the Prime Minister of our India?
The Prime Minister of India was, I'm not sure.
Narasimha Rao ji. PV Narasimha Rao ji.
Narasimha Rao ji, and Finance Minister was Dr. Manoj Sharma.
Very good. At that time what happened? Why they launched LPG? What was the reason?
Sir, the reason was that the gold reserve of India was very low. It was just about that only 10 days India could do its working. So at that time, respected Dr. Manmohan Singh and PM Narasimha Rao launched this LPG scheme so that India could recover.
And define me what is globalization.
So globalization, in simple words, we can say that globalization, the whole world acts as a single market.
Okay. And what do you mean by privatization?
In privatization, the government sells its own stock in the public companies or government companies. Recently, it was known that government will sell its stake in Air India because Air India was suffering from losses.
What do you mean by demonetization? Recently, what has happened in our country last year?
Sir, in demonetization, certain currencies are legally banned. On 8th November 2016, Shri Narendra Modi banned 1000 rupee notes and 500 rupee notes. This was done with main motive of finding out black money and making it null and void.
Okay. Have you heard the word Bitcoin? Bitcoin word suna aapne?
Yes, sir.
What is?
So Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency.
Okay.
In Bitcoin, the basic formula is that we have to perform various mathematical calculations to mine them in a computing system.
Okay.
And it doesn't have any regulatory organization. Like
No, the one thing that which we have seen in Bitcoin is there was a person and now all the companies, all the countries are searching that person. Have you heard that? The name of that person?
Sir, I don't remember, but I have heard it.
Okay, continue your line.
Yes, sir. Sir, in Bitcoin, we require high processors and graphic cards in a computer system so that we can mine them.
Okay.
And it doesn't have any regulatory organization. For example, like we have RBI in our country. So in Bitcoin, what happens is the value depends on supply and demand. And when the demand would be more, the price or value of Bitcoin would rise.
Okay.
And when the demand would be less, it would reduce.
So, do you know any country which has told that we are going to and we are almost approved this currency?
Sir, I think Philippines was the country in which there is no
Okay. Japanese are the people those who are planning for this, and next is Russia, Germany. They are the people those who are interested in this thing. Okay, let it be. What do you mean by the word SEZ? S-E-Z.
Special economic zones.
Okay, what does it mean?
In SEZ or special economic zones, government provides various relaxations to the business. For example, it provides various kinds of subsidies so that business can run smoothly. and it lowers its tax rates in the business running in SEZs
Okay.
because it wants to promote that area.
Okay.
So why you choose this particular job? You have lots of options like accountancy, accountant, banking sector. So why you choose this particular profession?
Ma'am, for 3 years I'll have to do training under you, and it is mandatory under our curriculum. So I learn various aspects there, and I want to learn every aspect of the CA field, ranging from accounting to taxation to legal and auditing.
How many types of shares are there?
There are two types of shares: equity shares and preference.
Explain in depth.
Equity shares. Equity shares are the owners of the company. They take risk for their contribution in the capital, and they are the last, when the company is wound up, they are the last to whom repayment is made. And the company also pays dividend to the equity shareholders. And the preference shareholders are also called the owners, but in reality they don't work as owners. Because when at the time of risk or at the time of funding of the company, preference shareholders are paid before the equity shareholders.
Okay. Have you heard the word types of ATM?
No, sir.
Not heard at all. White label, brown label ATM, not heard. Lobby ATM, not heard. Okay. Have you gone any time to open your own account in bank?
Yes, sir.
Which bank you are having your account?
IOB, Indian Overseas Bank.
What is the slogan of this bank?
Right.
Okay. You are having your PAN card?
No.
Not having. Okay. So must be having your driving license at least.
I have applied for it.
Okay.
I have learning life.
Okay. See, what qualities you inculcate to be a good CA? How can we judge that you are a right CA? Any good qualities you are having?
Sir, the main aspect of good quality of a CA is that it has a very big responsibility for the public. That it has to audit in a proper way so that public can trust the financial statement.
Okay.
And to do that, a CA has to follow various standards and legal and regulatory laws.
Okay. Don't you think the slab which is of 3 lakh rupees for an ordinary person is very less for a country like India?
No, sir, I don't think, because there might be some people who earn very much, but majority of the people there are very less income tax returns, which shows that majority of the people show that.
But that may be theft also.
Yes, there might be theft, but mostly it is not theft. It is done according to the legal ways which government has provided us.
Okay.
So we can say it is smart tax plan and not theft.
Okay. So what do you think about the Swiss money which is of Indians present in the country, in the Switzerland? What do you think about that?
Sir, I have heard from my childhood that it is black money of various politicians and famous personalities.
Yes.
But recently I have heard that Swiss bank will give the detail of the people who are having black.
But that we are listening every year.
Yes, sir.
So don't you think that still they are not given, and still a PM like Modi hasn't brought this the list? What is the reason? Are all the BJP fellows in there?
So we can't say any particular party is responsible for it. I would say that it is their own country's policy and it is their bank's policy.
Don't you think that this is a liability of Indian also, that we should bring that money as early as possible to reduce inflation and all these problems which are happening?
Yes,
in
sir,
the
it is. That's why we are listening every year that they will return. It means that we are trying, but I think that their laws should also be supportive, and we are trying our best possible to bring that money back and get that list.
Okay. So still you are having, I believe that, what do you think, like what are the best qualities which you found in the candidate?
Good confidence.
Good confidence, good English, good speaking, good knowledge even, yes. Other than some of the questions he was hesitating, otherwise his answering was very well, right? He is having good knowledge regarding tax, FD and FDR, or every word. Even FII, the foreign institutional investment, they are supposed to get approved only from SABI, and then they just purchase our shares. That is the only their work. But they can run in a single night also. That is the reason that their money is known as hot money. That is the only reason. Okay. So what do you think about the improvements which you found need to be improved?
So for the interview, he was shaking his body.
Body, little bit. He was maybe in nervousness, but he was shaking little bit like this. So it is bad. You shouldn't do this. And your fluency was good. You were maintaining good English, but still you were shaking little bit, right? What about the other thing which you find
So other
still?
things, I think.
His eye contact was very nice. Yes, he maintained a good eye contact. So I believe that the things which we have asked from you, you have answered well. And you recall one name, that is Peter Drucker, his father of marketing. And there is regarding Philip Porter, you stated it's a marketing guru and marketing modern marketing ke father. So since you are interested in accounts and you are liable to come in our company, we believe that you have those guts. And a candidate like him, I believe and I suggest that he is having good English, good communication, and people of such quality will definitely get selected. We give him best wishes and he will definitely get selected very